Okay, people. Right, I thought I would just, while I was waiting for the Billy TT 15-minute, that's 8 o'clock till 8:15 bar to form, I thought I'd put together a video showing you how I approach my lines on a totally clean chart, as it were. You know, haven't done this particular pair cable recently, so I'm going to do this now. So first we want to go, we might as well put, I've revised what I used to say. I used to say start on the prior candle, but with a monthly candle we might as well put the low on there, because it is a proven area of support, because it's pushed the price up halfway through the month, or 3/4 of the way through the month. Then we can put the high on, because that's been tested and acted as resistance. And then we'll do the previous candles high and low. That's February. And then we can put the most recent low on, that the price is obviously bounced off, and any others that are above us, because they will act as resistance. So that red one looks to be the lowest to me. Yep. And then this one over here as well, although it's not really necessary, but it's worth doing because it's identical level to the other one. That's my Billy Bar alarm call. Apologies, telling me to get to my charts and have a look and see what's going on, but I don't think I'm going to bother trading that, as I've made a couple of days worth of pips first thing this morning on that euro, if you watch it. Then we need to check all the way to the left to anything that may cause a problem with the price at the level it is. Nothing that is anywhere near the price. I'll put something on there just in case. I don't even bother looking at the levels and things, because my lines do that for me. So stick one on there. That's 135016. Yeah, we're way away from that. Then I want to put a vertical on there so that I can keep checking it on the lower time frames, because obviously there may be daily levels in between this level and the price. So or weekly for that matter, and H4, we need to check it if we can get enough data to do that. So now we need to look at the weekly levels, and we could do the same with the current weekly candle as well, because obviously it has repelled the price, and now, wouldn't you know it, my mouse is starting to play up again. Put new batteries in it yesterday as well. So weekly low, this week's high, which is today of course. So it's pushed up and it's now pushing down. Previous week's low is already covered by the monthly, so we don't need to confuse matters. Then we need to check on the left to see what's going on there. If we were near all these levels, you'd have to fill them in, but we're so far away from those other support levels there, loads of candles. So there's nothing between price and here on the weekly. So while we're at this end, we can do the daily now. Check that vertical. There it is there. And there's still nothing between price and a daily candle over this way. So back over to our current area, and daily we need to put that previous day's high in there, just for, so if you kept these levels all on your chart for the remainder of the day, then you could trade to that if it breaks through this resistance here. I'm talking about the little red candle in the middle there, and we can put one on the previous candle to our current one if we want to. resistance, the high of that, because if we for some reason do break through these levels, then they are stair steps and indicators of where we're going to hit if we go north. Low on the bottom of that little red candle there, and that's us covered. We could put a flip zone on here because you know, that is obviously significant. The price has pushed up and come back down, price has pushed down and reached that level, and we'll put one on here while we're at it as well. There's something going on here, although we have got levels, but it's always wise to put on these higher time frame charts. In fact, I did trade to a flip zone on the previous trade, so they are worth filling in. We might as well put that one in just to show you what I mean by the flip zone. Close, push down, push back up to that level, open, push up, and then finally crash through it. Oh, and I was going to put one there, wasn't I? And this is where the price is struggling at the moment, and it's in its fourth day of it, really, isn't it? Oh, it's not put the level on the right one there for some reason. I'll just put it manually down a bit lower, about there. So it's pushed down, pushed back up, then a whole day. That's a little doji hiding behind there, and then finally pushed up, or might push down and then pushed up, and you know, and now we're struggling to get through it to the downside again. So massive level of interest there, and we've already done the daily on the left hand side. So H4, see if we can go back to that area on H4. Sometimes the vertical line disappears. I guess it's something to do with the time frame or something. So I should have done this a different way. Let's get the weekly up and look for that area. There it is there. Daily. There it is there. H4. Oh, we're going to find it. There it is there. That's handy. So any H4 level above the price is liable to cause us a problem. And 1160, 120. So I'm just looking for H4 spikes now below the or above the price, so we can put one on that one. I'm talking about this one here. My mouse is playing up yet again. That's a flip zone that's gone on there. Don't know why my charts are doing this at the moment. I really apologise for this. It's done it again, but we're not worried. That's miles up there, so I'm going to just do it manually again. So there, and we can label that. H4 low. You could put the date and everything in there and so on and so forth. So scroll along, make sure there's nothing below that level that's been used as support there, so nothing to worry about there. .128, no, that's miles above where we are. Apologies, but this is what I do. This is how I build up my picture of where price might go. It's 8:17 now, so price could easily be moving out of that 15-minute Billy bar. There's the level again, so we could put another level on, a low on there. I'm not going to trust my script thing, so, and you could put another name on there, but they're so close together we know exactly what they are. So there's those two H4 thingies above the price. And that's it now. Really all I'm interested in is H1. Oh, I've lost my internet connection. Hang on, why's that happened? That's strange. Ah, it's coming back. Come on. So, let's have a look at the lower time frames now. H1. Don't need to go on the left hand side really for H1. We've got our main levels there. I mean right over on that thing, and I wouldn't have the data for it probably. So normally I would draw all my H1 levels in on here to see whether we had had a break and close to the opposite to the long side, and in fact we did. High, low, lower, high, lower, low. There. Closed on the H1, and then we're in the pullback phase of that. We in fact have, by the looks of it, closed reverse to the downside. Low, high, high, low, higher, high, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, and zoom in, it looks like we've had a close. Yep, we've closed below, so shorts are order of the day for here. Higher time frames always override lower time frames, of course, so the M30 is irrelevant at this stage, but had you been trading before that H1 close, then you would have been trading the M30 reversal, and you could have targeted that low there. I hope that makes sense. I just do need to check what H4 was telling me to the long side. Had we reversed? Yep, we'd actually closed on H4 below this level as well. Low, high, disregard that one because it goes higher here. Low, high, high, low, high, high. High, low, lower, high, lower, low. And critically we need to see whether we close below there. That's the low. We closed at the open of the day, as it were, or the close of the weekend last week, Friday. We are confirmed down, so we should only be looking for shorts anyway today. H1 we've done, M30 we've done. We could put levels in here as targets, of course. I forgot to do that. So all of these levels now on the H1 would be potential stopping points or targets, so we can put them in, and we really need to do that on H4 as well. I mean, this just looks like a no-brainer. It's going to collapse. And once again, disclaimer, do not ever trade anything I talk about on here. It's for educational purposes only. H4, we do that. And because I've got all the details on, they automatically load with this indicator that isn't available online for anyone that's new to this channel. It's my own indicator. It wouldn't cost much to get it built by someone on that Fiverr site if you needed it to. I didn't. I taught myself the code to do it and asked a few people online how. So where are we now? M15. Well, we can clearly see what's going on. We'd broken a massive level there. We'd got the pullback to the long side, as I talk about all the time. Let's put a level on the high and low of Billy's bar now, which is this one here. He, by the looks of it, he would have got his 5 pips that he requires already today. That's the bar we're talking about. It closed about 2 minutes ago with momentum, vigor below that 20 level on the RSI histo alert, and let's just see whether it did go the 5 pips below that green low there. Yeah, clear, easy got his 5 pips net of spread out of that breakout. I don't trade the breakouts really. I like it because he's done his statistics. He's mad on statistics, so he's a happy man. He's made his daily quota. And that's it, guys. That's how I draw the levels on there. I'm not going to make any suggestions where I might think price is going to go now. You can work that out yourself. But never ever assume anything. You'll get a new what's it ripped into you if you do. Clearly long bias on this short-term time frame. Low, high, high, low, high, high. We've closed above that level as well. But we're making, remember, we're below the 8 hourly 8 MA, which is 32 on this 15 minute, and this could clearly, or easily rather, be this could be the accumulation distribution phase of an uptrend. But use your candlestick analysis to work out how to trade. I can just give you the tools that I use, and I hope some of this stuff helps you. This is the culmination of years and years of chart study and years of studying other methods and discounting them as rubbish compared to what I've taught myself. Don't mean that to sound arrogant, it's just a fact. Have a great week. And stay indoors, as they keep telling us. And all those idiots in the UK that went out, they are just idiots, and they could be called murderers, really, spreading this virus. Don't mean to sound harsh, but they are. The word starts with a W and ends with an S. Thank you for watching. Have a great week.